So the Trump-McConnell judges are doing exactly what they were installed to do. They're interfering with your right to vote. Let's talk about that. Because holding these unqualified Trump-McConnell judges accountable, like justice, matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So these Trump-McConnell judges have been doing the Republicans' dirty work, basically ruling in a way that suppresses your vote. Let's talk about what they've been up to and what we can do about it. But first, I want to send out a quick thank you. A thank you to Team Justice. We just became verified on YouTube, whatever that means. We are verified on Twitter. We've got, I think, the blue check mark. All of these check marks, these verifications belong to you. They belong to Team Justice. Y'all are the ones, asking me questions and giving me good ideas on Twitter all day and night, subscribing to my YouTube channel. And I so appreciate all of the feedback, all of the constructive criticism to make sure I'm on point with my legal analysis. So all of these verifications, these check marks belong to you. They're a tribute to you. And I thank you. I thank you for following us on Twitter at Glenn Kirshner 2, subscribing here to our channel on YouTube. And I think at this point we are on about video 201 in a little over 200 days in the run-up to the election. And then we'll continue in the run-up to January. And this is an all-volunteer effort. So if you want to support our efforts, our content, you can go over to Patreon, patreon.com, and become a patron. Sign up, support our efforts, become a continued member of Team Justice, and we would greatly appreciate that. But all of these check marks, these verifications, they belong to you, Team Justice, and I thank you. All right, let's talk about these Trump-McConnell judges. So in a very real way, they are handing down rulings that are designed to suppress your vote. And the question is, what should we be doing about it? Well, first of all, we need full citizen participation moving forward. We're going to have to be the ones to police these Trump-McConnell judges. We're going to be the ones who are going to have to hold them accountable for what they're doing in court. We can't sit on the sidelines anymore, right? We can't just rely on the politicians to fix this problem. All right, and I'm going to talk in a minute about the Citizens Brigade of Court Watchers and what we can do to hold these Trump-McConnell judges accountable. But first, let's talk about what they've been doing. We just finished this Amy Coney Barrett confirmation hearing not too long ago, and she talked about how she's an originalist and she has to go back to the original text of the Constitution. Well, you know what? Originally, women couldn't vote. Originally, African-American citizens couldn't vote. And I'm not sure if that's what these Trump-McConnell originalist judges are trying to return us to. But here is what was reported today in the Washington Post about how these Trump-McConnell judges have been ruling. Here's the headline. Judges nominated by President Trump play key role in upholding voting limits ahead of Election Day. And here is how the article reads in part. Federal judges nominated by President Trump have largely ruled against efforts to loosen voting rules in the 2020 campaign amid the coronavirus pandemic, and sided with Republicans seeking to enforce restrictions, underscoring Trump's impact in reshaping the judiciary. And the article continues. An analysis by the Washington Post found that nearly 3 out of 4 opinions issued in federal voting-related cases by judges picked by the president were in favor of maintaining those limits on voting rights. And then, the impact of Trump judges could be seen most starkly at the appellate court level, where 21 out of 25 opinions issued by Trump judges were against loosening voting rules. In other words, were against full voter participation. We need to do three things, and I've talked about it before, but let me just hit them quickly. In January, we need to investigate the confirmation testimony of all of these not qualified judges. Find the perjury if it's there, and it will be there. Charge them, impeach them, and remove them from the bench. That's not vengeance. That's not payback. That's not politics. That is simply justice. It's the justice that has been denied by the way McConnell has crammed these nominees down America's throats without full background investigations and without looking critically at what they said under oath in their zeal to get confirmed, in their zeal to don that black robe, in their zeal to get that lifetime appointment. We investigate, we find the perjury, we indict, we impeach, we remove the not qualified judges. The second is the Citizens Brigade. And there's going to be a training video that we're putting together. We hope to have it out shortly after the first of the year, where citizens will go into court, all 94 federal districts, and watch these judges perform, and these judges will act up, they will misbehave, they'll engage in misconduct, and you'll know it when you see it, and then all you have to do is fill out a simple one-page form for judicial misconduct report and send it to uscourts.gov and send it to us. We're going to talk more about that, but that's what we can do to help police these courts, to help police these judges, to help catch the not qualified TrumpMcConnell judges in the act. And then the third thing we can do and we must do is increase the number of judges and justices. It's lawful, it's constitutional, and if Mitch McConnell is going to give us not qualified judges, then we're going to level the playing field with some good old-fashioned qualified judges. Three-part plan. You know, it has to be done if we care about our fundamental rights. It has to be done if we care about our health care rights, if we care about women's reproductive rights, if we care about voting rights, if we care about marriage equality rights, if we care about constitutional rights. These things must be done. Not vengeance. This is just good government. This is just justice that has been delayed by Trump and McConnell, but it will not be denied in a Joe Biden administration when we have a law-abiding president and a law-enforcing attorney general. Better days are coming, folks. And to get us there, we're going to vote in numbers too big to rig and too real to steal. And we're going to vote them out. And then, come January, accountability and justice. And justice matters. As always, folks, please stay safe, and I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow.